In this video, I'm going to be setting up my blog using Wix. This video is sponsored by Wix, and I encourage you to click the link in the video description below to check out Wix's awesome features. A Wix blog is an all-in-one blogging tool for writing posts and creating a blog worth sharing. It's professional, and it has some really great intuitive features. Here's exactly why I like Wix for my blog. I can use a designer-made template and enjoy other great built-in features. It's friendly for mobile, and this is a big deal because a lot of people read blogs on the go, like on their iPhone, for example. Wix has powerful SEO tools. SEO simply means search engine optimization, so I can drive traffic to my blog with advanced SEO search tools. I can use rich text, so when I'm writing my blog, I can use quotes, bullets, and links to stylize my content. I can also add in videos and pictures, and I'll be doing that in this video walkthrough. I can tag my posts so readers can find the content that they're looking for. I can monetize my blog posts using Google AdSense or the Bannersnack app. I can even add a pay button right in my blog post so that if I create an ebook, for example, I can create a really nice solution for customers looking to purchase. Okay, let's jump in and I'm going to do a step-by-step walkthrough on how to set up a blog using Wix. Okay, so one of the nice things here about Wix is that things here are pretty straightforward. So I'm on the Wix website. Again, I'll put the link to this website in the video description below. Over on the right-hand side, I'm going to simply click Sign In. From here then, I can sign up for an account, or I can enter my email and my password and I'll log in. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so I'm logged in now and it says My Sites, select a site to edit, view, and open, but I don't have a site yet. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a new site and I can create it here. I can create it here. So I'm just going to click Create a New Site. Okay, and now Wix is going to ask me what type of website am I creating? Online store, portfolio, blog, that kind of thing. I'm going to select blog. And then it's going to ask me what type of blog I would like. It's probably going to be an entertainment blog, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to click Next. Now here it says, let Wix ADI create a website for you. This is like a walkthrough, kind of like a wizard. And this is create a website with the editor. I'm going to select this one here with the editor. I'm going to select Edit a Template. So this is pretty cool. You get a whole bunch of different templates that you can view, and the list goes on. And really it all comes down to what your personal preference is. So I'm going to take a quick look through here and I'm going to figure out what the best blog is that I would like to use, what the best template is. Okay, I'm going to try this food blog one, even though I don't, Crafty Stax is not a food channel. I like the layout of this. I like the way the top of the blog looks. I like the pictures, and I just like the overall look of it. So I'm going to click View, and that just shows me a good look of what the different articles would look like. And then I'm going to select this one, so I'm going to click Edit. Okay, so now I'm on the main page and there's not really like a menu just sitting here. It's over on the left-hand side and the menu just says, I can look at my blog pages. I've got my site menu, but really what it comes down to, I'm just going to close that out, is anything on the page, I can just simply click it and I can change it. So you'll notice here it says container box, text, image. Well, I'm just going to simply click the text and I can now edit the text. So I'm just going to highlight it all with Control A, and I'm just going to type in Crafty Stax. That's the name of my blog. And then that's it. So I've just changed it. And then from there, I can change this image. I can simply just select the image, and now I can select Change Image. I'm going to click on the Change Image button. And now I can add my own file to this blog, and I can update it. So I'm going to click Upload Media, and I'll select a file from my hard drive. So here I've uploaded an image, a watercolor image of a dog. I want to have that be my main image, and I'll just simply select it now. And that will now translate to the main page. It says here down on the bottom right, Choose Image. It's the only one I've got, but if you had a bunch, you'd choose it, and then select Choose Image down on the bottom right. And there we go. Now I've got my image sitting there. So our blog's looking pretty good so far. We've got our name at the top. We've got a watercolor image. We've got a search bar, which I'll just leave. And now I'm going to actually put in a post down at the bottom. Obviously these Miracle No Knead Bread, I want to make sure that these are removed, right? So I'm going to remove these off, but I'm going to add my first blog post now. So to get rid of the posts underneath, because this is off of the template, I'm simply going to click on Manage Posts right there. It'll load into the window, and then it'll give me an opportunity now to delete out all of those posts from the template. So here's the templates posts. I'm just going to click select all, 9 are selected, and I'll simply move to trash. Are you sure you want to move the post to trash? I'll say yes, move to trash. So now there should be no posts sitting on the blog. And as we can see there now, Crafty Stax is just an empty, regular blog. So now I'm going to go to Manage Posts, and I'm going to put in my first one. So here it says published 0, no published posts yet, and I'll click Create New Post on the top right. Now it's going to ask me for a catchy title, and then I can start writing my post. Now the good news is I've written one here in advance, so I'm just going to copy and paste it right in. Okay, so my blog is now written. I've got my blog post here, but it's looking a little bit dull because I would like to add in some pictures or videos. So here's a paragraph I've written that says, here's a deep dive walkthrough on where I cover how to make digital files. So I'd like to put in my video right here. Okay, so I'm going to just enter, and then here I can add the plus button. And then I can add media now. I can add a video right into the blog post. So I'm going to click here, add video. And it says add a video from YouTube, Vimeo, or Facebook. So I've got the video link from my YouTube page, and I will click add. And look at that. How slick is that? So that just now looks like it's embedded right into the blog post. So I think that looks great. There's the thumbnail. I'm just going to click the publish button, and now this will make it quote unquote real. Okay, it says great, post published. Next, publish your site so everyone can see it. So now I just need to go in and I need to actually make my website live. So I'm just going to click out of here, and you can say, great, you've got 3 more steps to go, publish your site. I'm going to publish my site now. Okay, and we can see here my blog is really coming into shape here. I've got my title at the top, which I could change at any time. I've got my main image here I could change, and I've got my first post. So really, what I just need to do now is just go through my blog and just update the template. So obviously about me, as much as I love Sophie, that's not me. So I'm going to type this text in here. I can update the text. I can also update the image. And I can update the title. Everything I see here is just click and change. There's also my cookbook. Now, because I don't have a book for sale, I'm going to remove all of this out as well. I can click here and remove. I could change this maybe with a link to my other channel, for example. Okay, so I've just updated the bottom here, and it just says Crafty Stax. Check out my YouTube channel here, and then I've got a link to the YouTube page. I'm also going to click here, and I'm going to change this, and I'm going to call this Crafty Stax Blog. And then here I'm going to update this. I'm going to change this to about me, and then I'll put another picture up over here. Okay, so I got my background images here mixed up. I've got my little thumbnail for YouTube, should be over here. Check out my YouTube, and I've got my about me. So I'm just going to move this around to make this stuff look exactly the way you want it. And as I move this around, you'll see there's an XY axis. So I can just move this exactly to align with other things here on the page. You can see now it's centered. So that looks great. We've got about me. I've got a little bit of text here. Again, I can just move this around as needed. I could make this longer or shorter. It's really nice, kind of a plug and play. So there we go. We can also subscribe, which is nice. And I can also change this. So I'm going to change not Salt and Pepper, but Crafty Stax, which is the name of this channel. And I am Zen Watercolor. So I'm going to put that in there. And I am proudly creating this with Wix. So one of the things that is sometimes not intuitive with a blog is what we call SEO, or search engine optimization. And what I like about this with Wix is it's pretty straightforward. So I'm going to go over here to Pages, Menus and Pages. I'm going to click on this, and then I can go up to my site menu. Now right on the home page, I can just click this little 3-bar button, and I can go into SEO Basics. And what this does is it sort of lifts the curtain up, and it shows exactly what's going to be seen on Google. So you can see here it says Home Crafty Stax. I've got a little thing in here. And then it says what's the URL slug, the last part of the URL for this page. It's home. What's the page's title tag? This is the title tag. And I could change this if I wanted. I could add in other things. What's the page's meta description in the search results? Again, this is nice. I could change this if I wanted. Now, the important thing to remember is with my blog posts, I want those to show up in my search results as well. So here I'm going to click Site Menu, Blog, the little 3 bars, and SEO Basics. Now when I go into the blog, I can see the same things. Crafty Stax shows up, the blog. But look down here. What's the page's meta description in the search results? There's nothing here. So I would want to add something in here in this case. So here with the magic of video editing, I've added in my description, and this is what will show up in the search results. So I think this is really nice because you can now see in behind the veil on what your SEO is going to be. Another feature I like is the ability to tag your posts, and tagging is really important for search engine optimization as well. To get to the tagging feature, again, you just go Site Menu, Blog, the little 3 buttons, and then under SEO Basics, and then I'd just move over a couple tabs over to Advanced SEO. And then right down at the bottom, there's additional tags. So I'm just going to expand that out. Now I've got one here, this custom meta tag down at the bottom. It says you can add up to 10 custom meta tags to this page. So the first one I've got was Etsy. Now I can add a new tag, and the language for this is pretty straightforward. You just add a new tag, and then you enter in HTML code. So in this case, I've got open bracket meta name equals, and then my phrase, how to sell on Etsy, and then I've got content. So you could just take this, for example, and then you can just click apply, and we can see now the second key phrase is how to sell on Etsy. So you can add up to 10 of these on your website. It's a very nice feature. As we all know, the world often runs on mobile devices, so my blog is going to be viewed by a lot of people on phones and mobile devices. So how do I know that this blog is going to look good on a mobile device? Well, it's pretty straightforward. Right here on the top left, there's a little desktop icon, and then there's a little mobile icon. So now I'm just going to press the little mobile icon, and we can see here, we've magically changed it now where it says meet your site on mobile. Now I'm just going to skip this, but you could go through the wizard as well. But here is basically what it's going to look like. It's the same sort of click and drag and move stuff around, and you can double check that this is exactly how you want it to look on mobile. It's a really nice feature. So for example, if I wanted to move this a tiny bit up or down, I could move this around, and I can make this look exactly the way I want to for mobile. Now, if you're part of a team, you may want to write a blog with someone else. You might want to have 2, 3, 4 other people help you out with writing the blog. So you can actually add other authors to the blog. So notice my name here is next to the blog post, How to Sell Digital Designs, Zen Watercooler, that's me. But what if I wanted to hire someone to write blog posts for me? Or maybe I had a partner who wanted to write blog posts. Pretty neat. I can go into Wix settings, and then I can go into my dashboard, and I can actually add an author as a contributor to this whole portfolio. So here on my dashboard, I'm just going to scroll on down to the bottom, and there's roles and permissions. I can invite people to collaborate on my site. I'll click that. And then here, what I can do is right over on the right-hand side, I can invite people to be a contributor. So if I click invite people, I can type in an email address. I'm just going to type in a fake email address here. But let's say I wanted to do that. I could add this person then, and then I can select their different portfolio superpowers that they would get. They could be a domain manager, they could be a website manager, they can be a blog editor or a blog writer. There's lots of different things here. And then I would send the invite out, and then they would accept it, and then they would get permissions to be able to work right in this blog. A nice feature for a blog or for a website is having a members area. And there's also a members area here on Wix. So the idea is somebody could log in and then look at the blog, or they could have an account inside of the website. Here I am on the main editing page, and I'm just going to click this plus button here at the top left, and it says add. And then from here, I can just scroll on down to where it says members. So I'll click members, and now I can see there's these apps that I can add. There's a Wix shared gallery. I can let members share photos. I can have pricing plans if I wanted to charge some money. And there's lots of different ways that you can add members to Wix. So there may come a day when you want to go back and edit an existing blog post. Maybe I want to add an image or something into this blog post. So I'm in my main editing tool, and I can scroll on down, grab my blog, I can click on it, and then I can go in here to manage posts. That will take me to my dashboard. Now I only have one post here, but you might have a whole bunch if you're publishing on a regular basis. I'm going to go over to the right-hand side and select Edit. That's going to take me now to my main page, and I could change anything in here. I could change the title, I could change the text, but if I wanted to add in an image, I could go right down here and I could say enter, enter. I'm going to hit the little plus button, and then from here I could add an image, a gallery, HTML code, all sorts of things. I'm going to add an image. So now I would just select from my existing images, or I could upload another one if I wanted to as well. I could click this upload media if I wanted to upload a new picture. That's what I'm going to do here. Upload media. I'm going to upload from my computer, and there we can see my image has been uploaded. So now I can select any of these images if I want to insert it into the blog. I'm just going to select my coffee one, and I'm going to click add to page. Now you'll notice it's quite large. Maybe I don't want it that large. So I'm just going to click on it, and now I can just adjust it. I can make it smaller. And I love how it keeps the height and the width, the proportions constrained. It doesn't make it all wonky like long and skinny. So that's a really nice feature. And then I can click the publish button over on the top right to make it a reality in the real world. Now, if you don't have high-end photo editing software, don't worry. I'm just in my blog here. I've got my picture of my coffee mug, and when I click on the actual picture itself, I've got some basic editing tools, but then I've also got this little slider sitting right there, and I can go in and I can edit the image. So when I click on that, it opens up this thing here called Photo Studio. So I can do like cropping, for example. I could click the crop button, and then I could crop the image. So I could make it smaller. Maybe I don't want the steam, for example, so I just want the actual coffee mug. I can click save. So now the coffee mug is there without the steam. It's a really nice feature. Edit image. You can also enhance images. You can also adjust the images. We've got brightness, contrast, and so on. And there's even filters as well. So one thing that I would like to do now with my blog is have some categories, because they're not always going to be about Etsy. I might have some Photoshop blog posts. I might have some Affinity photo blog posts. So what I'm going to do now is add some categories. So pretty neat. I can go in here to settings, and then I can go into my dashboard. So this is my main dashboard for my entire website. Over on the top left, I'm going to click on blog and then categories. So I've got one category set up, which is digital designs. But if I want to make some more categories, I can do that too. I'm going to click on new category here on the top right. And then I'm going to do a category label. So maybe I'll do Affinity Photo, for example. My category URL is sitting here. SEO and social sharing, I'm going to make sure that that category title, oh, look at that, it just updated to Affinity Photo. And then my category description, and this is important as well, because you'll want it to be accurately describing it so it shows up on things like social media and search engines. So I'm just going to type in, so I just typed in Affinity Photo Premier Software Tool, and now I'm going to click Save. So now I have two categories. Now I have 0 posts in one, and I have Digital Designs as one post. I can really make sure that my blog posts are well organized. So look at that. Here's my final blog, CraftyStax.com. I've got a post at the bottom. It looks amazing. I really hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. As always, please do like, share the video, and I welcome your comments and your questions. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Take care.